Y'all make sure that y'all tune in to Tracy's show on Sunday. I have Tracy. What's the subject, or you're just coming on just to talk, or something or other? I don't know what you're going to come on to do. So let us know what the subject is, or you're just coming on just to talk. Anyway, am I the a-hole? What is it? Oh Lord. Ranking pizza chains.
Just make sure Godfather Pizza's on there.
I gotta go back.
Rest in peace, Herman Cain.
I gotta go back to Godfather Pizza. We finally got it back in Charlotte.
I wouldn't trust any new version of a Godfather's Pizza. You know, Godfather's Pizza at that time, to me, they were better than Pizza Hut, and that's back when Pizza Hut was banging, right? And then Godfather's didn't make it. Pizza Hut is terrible now.
You know what you do? You know what you do with Pizza Hut? Don't get the sauce.
How do you get pizza without the sauce?
Just trust me. That's what a lot of places are doing now. They don't put the sauce on there. It's just the dough and the meat and the cheese.
No, I need sauce.
No, because
that's why my favorite pizza is Jet's Pizza. That's my favorite pizza right there.
Everybody can't do sauce.
They really can't, especially when they keep cutting corners and trying to do it cheaper. Like you can ketchup on pizza, it ain't right.
God. All right.
Or mayonnaise on anything.
Just had to go there, didn't you? Boyfriend says that I stink.
Good. I've been with my boyfriend for over a year and everything has been great except for one thing. Every single day, at least once, he will tell me that I stink and smell of BO, body odor. When we met, I showered every day, applied regular deodorant in the morning, brushed my teeth 3 times a day. Now, I am so paranoid about smelling bad that I shower at least twice a day. I apply new industrial strength deodorant every few hours. I have a reminder on my phone, perfume, and I brush my teeth anytime I eat or drink something that isn't water. I feel like I'm going crazy. I didn't think that I smelled bad in the beginning, and I don't think I smell bad now, but obviously I smell bad to him, right? I'm that weirdo that keeps sneakily smelling their own armpits. I have been to the doctor and he has said that there's nothing medically wrong. It has honestly gotten to the point where I literally shove my armpit in my friends and family's faces asking if I smell bad. They all say I don't smell like BO at all. One friend even said I smelled too clean, like a Lush store. If you don't know what a Lush store is, it smells amazing. Check them out. Candy Thunder loves Lush stores. I am getting so paranoid. He won't cuddle or anything when he says I smell. I really don't know what more I can do. Update. So, unexpected edit. I waited for him to make a comment this morning so I could talk to him. It was less than an hour after waking up that he said, "God, you stink." I had already showered and put on deodorant. I snapped and asked what exactly he was smelling because at this point I'm one of the cleanest people on the planet, and if I still smell bad to him, then we should just break up. He got all panicked and upset. I eventually got out of him that this is what his father always said to his mother. Apparently, his father told him that it was a surefire technique to have a woman never leave you because she will feel too low to cheat, will love only you, and will always be clean. Needless to say, his father is wrong. He's packing his things and moving out of my house today.
So, yeah, he's an asshole. And unless, well, he's not a kid because he's moved in and lives with this woman. So I can't even give him the benefit of ignorance. You know, like people oftentimes try to give people passes for some of the strangest things. Personally, this is something I can't give you a pass for. I know where some of it kind of comes out of, right? Because it's an old, I don't say it's a player move. It's not really a player move, but it's kind of one of those things where it's going to sound terrible. But like when you dating outside your weight class, so she fine as hell, so you got to find something to make her feel self-conscious about. Like usually you pick something innocuous like an earlobe or a left nostril. You know what I'm saying? Something stupid. You know, just to kind of humble her a little bit. But and that's wrong too. Just so y'all know, that's wrong. But what he did was just abusive. It's just pure. It's flat out. It's abusive. It's all there is to it. And he
There we
even
go.
explained it. He even explained it as being abusive. Well, this is what my dad did to abuse my mother, so that she would have no self-esteem and not have the strength to leave. Oh, the, there's two ways to do a relationship. There's extremes and ranges all between, but there's two ways. You can make an environment that the other person feels that they want to be in, or you can make an environment where the other person fears being without. So it's either you're going to encourage or you're going to create fear. And people love to go with fear because fear gives them an immediate feedback response, right? They get a power, they get a feeling of power that they're able to make you afraid, to make you feel a certain way, right? Whereas when you do a positive, encouraging approach, you don't always get the feedback you need because oftentimes that person you're encouraging and you're being positive to doesn't really appreciate what you're doing. So you end up getting some of the negative coming back to you. And it's just a funky, weird thing that people do to each other. But I'm definitely on the encourage side. I believe that you make an environment that the other person can see themselves in and find a way to be happy in. And then you have my Android logic that kicks in that says, it's not my job to make you happy. I'm not going to, that's not my responsibility. My responsibility is to make the environment where you can be happy. And if you decide to leave, then there's option B, get the hell out.
This may be a selfish thing for me to say, but I am selfish. It is what it is. I want you to stay with me for me. I don't want you to stay with me because of fear of not having somebody. I don't want you to stay with me because you may not be able to find somebody as good as me. Or in other words, I want you to want me for Marlon. You fell in love with Marlon, so I want you to stay with me for Marlon. Not because of what's the word? The alternative, I guess I could say. What could or could not happen. That doesn't make me feel like you're in it for me. Like there is no way in the world that I can cheat on Foxy because I literally just want Foxy. Period. It's in the story. You big booty, big breast, pretty eye, low hair, pretty face looking thing. Ha ha ha. I'll never walk up to you and ask your name or your number and where you stay. Not once. Never had a desire to because I want my wife. But at the same token, I want my wife to want me. Like even I don't even want. Well, I'm just not a cheater, so that's why I'm staying with it. Okay, so if you thought cheat was okay, you would do it? No, that's not what I'm saying. Well, you're not giving me.
Isn't that always the case?
No. You're staying with somebody.
If a person thinks cheating is okay, then they'll cheat when they feel like it's okay.
What? Okay, but what is it about? Okay, but here's my deal. Are you saying I don't cheat because that's your moral compass, or I'm not going to cheat on Marlon?
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. So here, I'll give you me. Yeah. I don't cheat because of my moral compass. I have a personal belief system that says that no one is actually faithful or committed to the other person because of the other person. They're faithful or committed to the other person because of themselves. Because here's the thing: when you base it on the other person has a complex life just like you do. and we're not always going to be in lockstep. Life is going to treat us differently. Even when we're right next to each other, we're married, we're building things together, we're doing things together. Life happens, right? So there's going to be the cycles that marriage goes through. Sometimes marriage is great and sometimes it's shit, right? But it's a cycle, and you stick with it, it can cycle back through so long as there's love and there's commitment and all that good stuff, right? But if your moral code says that it is okay to cheat if X, Y, or Z, then that other person, when they have their bad spell, when they have their down spell, when your cycle is in a negative rotation, your relationship's in danger. Whereas with me, relationship might be in danger because of interpersonal issues, but you never have to worry about me cheating because I won't cheat because of me. There's not a woman out there that can make me cheat. It ain't gonna happen. I ain't gonna cheat because you did something stupid. I ain't gonna cheat because no, I don't do it. So that's just my viewpoint on it. I think it's an unfair weight to attach it to another person because people change. And so now you're just hoping they don't change too much.
And that's a good point right there. That's an insecure person to use a tactic like that. It is. That's why I want you to want me. That's why I'm saying you have to be so secure with yourself that if that person just decides they don't want to be with you, cool, fine. Somebody told me a long time ago, not every job.
I'm literally, it's fine though.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm not trying to work shit out. Like you say you want to leave, it's fine. People say that it's fine, but they don't mean that it's fine. No. Because then when it happens, they want to try to barter and trade and work on things. And
wait a minute.
Say you want to go, you can go.
No, because here's my deal. You have to always constantly be working on your marriage.
I agree with that.
And I do get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying because, and I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. I'm just saying that we have a certain background that's the same, and people will use that as a weapon compared to, trying to fix the issue. Well, if you don't like it, you can leave. Well, I don't like this, so I'm gonna leave. And that's not a damn weapon. You don't do that.
Don't threaten me with that one. Don't threaten me with that one. That's a bad move.
I heard so many stories, and I'm gonna try to find some that I'm gonna leave, and I'm toxic, and I'm bad for you, and everything else. And then when I listened to the beginning of the story, we've been together for 5 months. The hell?
Hey, that's a good time to cut bait.
Bye. I don't even know your social security number. What the hell do I care that you leave? I don't even know your shoe size. There's the door. Don't care. I honestly don't care.
I think we had this conversation before, and it also goes into a little bit of how do you measure time. Like, I don't measure time in a relationship as an investment. So
yeah, and I did.
You see what I'm saying? So
I did,
if
I did, but I had a caveat to it because I said I measure time. I measure time depending on how long you've been in a relationship. Because me personally, I cringe at when I hear, and I got stories like that too. We've been together for 8 years. I'm really looking forward to that ring. I'm like, why?
Well, that just means they're not in the same place.
You're not going to be in 8 years? In 8 years?
Yeah, the ring ain't coming.
The ring ain't coming. I don't know what you're waiting on. And I'm not even saying break up. I'm not even telling you that. I'm literally not telling you.
I'm saying y'all need to get on the same page.
I'm just saying either move your. I'm not saying break up, but either move your levels up or down. And when you move up, mean we're breaking up because I want to get married. It's been 8 years and we ain't doing it. Move it down as it is what it is. I'm never going to get married. but I want to stay with this person. Move it up or down. Stop wanting something that, hey, come on, that ain't coming. That ain't coming.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I think, and this is a great tangent, I think it's really important for people to recognize that your relationship is what works for you. So, unfortunately, people put the wrong weight on the wrong things, in my opinion. Like, we've been together for 8 years and he hasn't proposed to me. Okay, what is his belief system? Right? Is he the kind of guy who would never cheat on you no matter what? He always comes home to you. You know exactly where he is at all times. You know where his money is. You know how his money moves. He takes good care of you. He treats you right. He does everything that your model husband would do, except he ain't want to go through the courts to make it an official marriage. If that's the case, then you just need to figure out how important is the status to you. Right? Now, if the status is really important to you, then y'all need to have a conversation and get on the same damn page. Right? Because otherwise, you're not going to be fair to him. See, people always look at it as being unfair to her. You're not going to be fair to him. Because odds are, for it to have gone 8 years and you ain't put your foot down yet, you've been kind of playing along, waiting for it to happen. It ain't happening. So, y'all need to go on the same page and figure it out. Because maybe he doesn't think it matters to you anymore. So it's not a clock running in his head no more, right? To him, we're on the same page. This is my wifey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think that's important, because marriage.
You're not funny, Susan. Susan, you're not funny.
I can't read that.
But Marlon, you married your stalker.
Oh, now you gotta let stuff roll. But
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel you, bro. But I'm saying, like, that's what the whole thing is. Like, your relationship, a healthy relationship is a healthy relationship. Do you want to be in an unhealthy marriage, or do you want to be in a healthy, but I'm not married? You know, it's hard because society places a lot of weight on you that says you're supposed to do this marriage thing.
Yeah, you have to be careful about that. A lot of ways, shape, or forms. You want to do things because, and Thea's pointed to it, because you're a good person. If you're doing stuff because of outside analogies of what it should be, like here's my rule on a lot of people's marriage. You can't fix a problem in your marriage going outside your marriage. Now, a lot of people would take that as going to cheat. I say, and also running your damn mouth to your friends and family about what's going on in your house. Everybody has the greatest way of fixing your marriage. You could talk to 5 people, and all 5 people will have 5 different ways to fix your marriage, and all of them are phenomenal to them. But you the one that got to go home and then implement one of those 5. Now, apparently, if you're a dumbass, you would try all 5 of them and then may the best man win. I don't know.
We have a little bit of a difference of opinion there. I think you don't go out and gripe about your other half. But
no, that's what I meant. Gripe.
I think, yeah, because I mean, for men, and this is just me talking about just being a man, it's a lonely, lonely job, man. Especially if you, in my opinion, if you're doing it right. Right. So if you're being a man by my definition,
I know. I'm saying this. If you have that special friend that you grew up with, that you could trust and everything else, you could confide in them, sister, mother, father, everything, that you could confide in them, that you know they have your 2 best interests in heart, not just you, but your best interests at heart. Yes, I don't have a problem with that. But when you...
No, I was going from a slightly different angle. I'm saying from the standpoint of building community, because you know that's where my heart and my mind is right now. So a lot of men, a lot of black men are struggling from isolation, depression, anger, helplessness, you name it, right? A lot of stuff. And it ends up messing up your relationship. No matter how hard you try to pretend like it ain't bothering you, it's bothering you. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm kind of coming from. So it's like, it's not about, hey, Marlon, this is what, my wife did. It's more like, hey, man, this is what I'm going through, right? You go to your elders, you go to your circle to help fix you, right? Stop, like, don't go run in the streets to help fix her.
Okay.
So, go.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I get it now.
Now you're getting at the same place, but you're doing it a different way, right? Because you are also part of the problem, no matter what's going on. You can shine your shiny armor all you want to, but you're part of the problem too. So find out how you can fix you, because what fixing you might mean is not being with her, or fixing you might mean you are not allowing her to feel safe and secure with you. So you're getting the part of her that is defensive towards you. Right. So it's so much in there. But I agree with you. Like, don't go running your mouth in the streets. But I do want brothers to find their circle.
Facebook. Stop doing your damn marital fights on Facebook.
Yeah, don't do that.
Facebook is not a damn marriage counseling group. And half the
that's
time,
opening the window and yelling.
Half the time we want to say Reddit, because I'm going to do a part probably starting sometime in the fall. There is a Reddit reader like what I put on this show, but I like him so much because he actually he'll read the story and then he'll read the comments after the story. And some of them comments is like, I have to go to my black primitive thing and go, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, that's
because people say stuff.
Some of the stupidest shit that doesn't even make no sense.
So there's a couple reasons for that, right? One, people like mess. That's why I enjoy interacting with you guys on Reddit. I don't enjoy Reddit, right? Kind of like I don't like, what is that thing called, a strawberry letter, or whatever version morning shows have that they like to, So I don't really so much enjoy those. I enjoy the interactions that we have off of them.
Yeah, I rather have
but
that.
People go into the comment section, and because it's anonymous and it's detached, they play their darker selves, right? They'll say stuff like, end yourself, or, they give you just the worst conceivable, dark, twisted, just, how did you let that, ew, right? But that's what they do.
Warrior mentality.
Yeah.
You never been in a serious relationship. You don't have 15 million boyfriends or 15 million girlfriends, but you have the greatest advice on how to tell somebody that's been married. Like,
yo, here's a dead giveaway. If somebody is typing about male, female things, and they're typing, and they use women, the word women, when they should have said woman, I'm done reading your comment. Because this always goes left. It always goes left.
Every time. Anytime, this is my statement. Anytime the word I comes into effect, when that word comes in, that's what I just know it's going to go left. And if anybody don't understand what I'm saying is, you're the jerk. And I'm just throwing a story out there. You're the jerk. I don't understand. But I don't see why you would be with somebody like that. That's why I'm never going to be with somebody like that. I used to be with somebody like that, and now I'm not. Like, what the fuck? This ain't about you. The whole story didn't have your name in it once. Why the hell are we talking about you? But I, and that's why I would never, and I click. Nope. Nah, bro. No. We don't need, no. Because the ending that I would like to give you, and that's why you're alone. Tell me what I'm saying.
Some people are happy alone.
No, some people need to be alone. Really, I've always felt like some people need to be alone till you get your shit together.